Well, good morning. You know, it's the final Friday of fall. Nicole Karkic, Chris Murphy with you. The stories we're following today.
We've got expected snow and rain. We'll tell you who is going to need the umbrella and the shovels coming up.
Update on a potential Christmas storm. Wait till you see the wingspan on this thing.
Yeah, exactly. There's been a lot of talk on social media about it, so we'll break it down. And the anniversary of the 2013 ice storm. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Did you lose power?
Yes.
Did you? Okay, I was one of the lucky ones and I didn't, but boy, it was a mess.
A lot of people did. All right, so let's talk about what's going on. And we have a storm system that brought a lot of snow into New Brunswick. In fact, we have some video to show you.
Right, so today the kids are back to school. Things a bit improved, but a bit of cloud cover across the east and a system moving into Newfoundland.
Yeah, also a storm in British Columbia. We'll be tracking that one for the next couple of days, but let's recap about how much more you're going to see. Most of this driven by the winds off the Gulf of St. Lawrence, so and the Bay of Fundy, so we've seen the snow showers from the valley right through PEI, Cape Breton Highlands, and higher elevations up in the mountains in the Northern Peninsula, up to 25 centimeters of snow.
That's right.
Because some of them could be turned upside down. So this is for right through till Saturday. The heaviest rain, West Vancouver Island, but from the Sunshine Coast right down to the Fraser Valley, going to get wet. The mountain passes are also going to see snow into the weekend. This is a big weekend for traveling, so keep that in mind.
But good news, a lot of ski hills are open this weekend for people in British Columbia.
Bet. All right, let's take a look here. This is the Christmas Eve forecast. What we look at right here, you'll notice the much colder air is coming in across the prairies. It's still pretty mild from Toronto towards Hamilton and Montreal, now towards St. John's and Halifax. But the storm system we're talking about, Nicole, that's going to change things.
Exactly. So we have this Clipper system developing, bringing in some moisture into southern Ontario. But again, Christmas Eve, this does look to be some rain across places like Toronto. And then it gets a little bit stronger into the Thursday forecast for you. Strong winds with this.
That's what you're seeing. These white lines here measure atmospheric pressure. And
coming up, more on a look back at the ice storm. This morning, even cooler in southern Ontario than yesterday. Toronto -4, towards Ottawa, some light flurries, -7 for Halifax, sitting around the freezing mark, and you could see some flurries through the day, but things have cleared out of the Maritimes since yesterday. Calgary -5, Vancouver, rain showers this morning, which will continue right into the afternoon. Victoria, dry to start, Saskatoon -7, Sudbury, seeing some sunshine, yes, but -16 to start the day, and Hamilton, some flurries for you. Perfect conditions setting up where we had hours of rain that just froze on contact. For this weekend, as we look to eastern Ontario, things are a lot calmer, so nice for people to be able to get outside, do some shopping for Christmas. Southern Ontario, peaks of sun tomorrow. And for Atlantic Canada, yes, we'll talk about you coming up. There is some snow in through the northern peninsula east that will move through into tomorrow. Now, taking a look at this morning, we've got some high pressure in place through northern Ontario, places like Thunder Bay, over towards Timmins, even Sudbury. We've got some sunshine for you, but down towards southern Ontario, unfortunately, once again, it does look like we will see some cloud cover, even some flurries. Toronto, Windsor, over towards Ottawa as well. So not quite that sun that we really want, but it is really remaining quite dry out there. Northwestern Ontario into Saturday, some flurries for you. Let's head to Collingwood right now, where we find Kasia Badurka all bundled up. And of course, as you've moved more north today, even colder. All right, not a bad gig. Get to go skiing. She just has to remember to bend her knees. All right, this morning, Toronto -4, Barrie, some scattered flurries -7, St. Catharines -3, Pembroke -9 with flurries. And taking a look at the 7-day forecast here, if you're going to Collingwood to go skiing, Saturday's -2, Sunday around the freezing mark, some nice conditions for skiing with the sun out. And by Tuesday, we do start to warm up, getting up to 6 degrees. You need the machinery out there. And for parts of Quebec, as we head into tomorrow, it's really just some scattered flurries. So cleanup mode, I suppose, out there. This morning, Moncton feeling like -9 with the wind chill, Halifax -5, and St. John's, Newfoundland, really mild. Look at that, 5 degrees for you to start the day. We do have a system moving in that will bring you rain. And speaking of rain, Halifax picked up 19 millimeters of rain this week, but towards Bathurst, it was 41 centimeters of snow. And that, as you can see here, it was just coming down throughout the entire day. Today, much improved. Yes, some scattered flurries, and we're indicating here places like Moncton, under 2 centimeters of snow, and towards PEI as well, but Newfoundland gets more. And if you weren't in Ontario or the east, where we did lose power, oh, we've got some fun stuff going on in the camera. There I am. We've got a lot of the images from the east and people talking about how they lost power from the 20th of December right through till Christmas. Now, the stories we're looking at today is we expect to see snow and rain. We'll tell you who could see up to 25 centimeters of it, and the potential of a Christmas storm. Lots of people need to know if they're traveling Christmas Eve into Christmas Day, what is happening. So we're looking at that to end the anniversary, of course, of that ice storm. Now, for today, we do have high pressure in place generally through central Canada. BC is going to see some rain, and for Atlantic Canada, it's the northern peninsula east that does have a special weather statement in place to be seeing the most snow, up to 25 centimeters by tomorrow. Now, Ontario, everyone wants to know, when are we seeing that sun again in southern Ontario, even up towards the Nickel Belt? The problem is we have an upper level trough, so we aren't going to be seeing much sunshine today for Toronto over towards Ottawa. Better chance really is through Timmins towards Sault Ste. Marie. Even Thunder Bay is seeing a bit of cloud this afternoon. Saturday does hold the promise of more sunshine, though, and we're looking at dry weather for the weekend, so good conditions to be traveling around, getting those Christmas gifts, which I need to do. And for this morning, Toronto -4. Let's head to Collingwood right now, where maybe people are getting a head start on the skiing today. I know Kasia Badurka will certainly be showing us her moves on the hills later today. I can't wait. I am Kasia, but I haven't skied in a while, so I'm sure you and I would both be on the bunny hills. So we'll see how Kasia fares today. That's coming up at the 7 and 8 o'clock hour. I can't wait. Collingwood, -2 on Saturday. We are seeing some cloud cover. And then look what happens as we head into Christmas Eve. We're getting a warm up, 6 degrees on Tuesday. Wednesday, that's our Christmas Eve forecast, a rain-snow mix. And then for Christmas, we're seeing very strong winds with the storm coming through and some light snow on the ground for Collingwood. This morning in the east, Sherbrooke, -10 with the wind chill. Then moved into parts of Quebec and Atlantic Canada, completely coating trees. And the problem was it also coated all those power lines, so people were in the dark for days, if not weeks for some, is what I heard. 1.5 million people affected. Glad you could join us. I'm meteorologist Nicole Karkic. Flurries today if you're going to be in southern Manitoba, even southern Saskatchewan. But really, our biggest snow story will be in Newfoundland for the northern peninsula east, getting up to 25 centimeters into tomorrow. Now, Ontario, we could see some flurries in the northwest, Kenora, Dryden, over towards Thunder Bay, a mix of sun and cloud for you. But a nice sunny day across Sault Ste. Marie, Timmins, even Geraldton, Sudbury, sun and cloud for you. But as we make our way down towards Barrie, even Collingwood, Toronto, over towards Ottawa, chance of flurries. And unfortunately, this upper level trough is just not giving us the sunshine we really want. It does seem to be poking through on Saturday, however. Let's check in with Kasia Badurka right now, who is in Collingwood. And it looks like you're ready to maybe hit those moguls. Feel what? Here I go. Wish me luck, everybody. Back to you inside, Nicole. All right, she's doing great. I don't know what she was worried about. We'll see her skiing some more in Blue Mountain coming up in a moment. This morning, Toronto's -3 with that cloud cover up towards Barrie. Collingwood could see some light flurries, -7. Kingston -4 and North Bay -13. For Collingwood, tomorrow afternoon, -2, some cloud cover. Sunday, we do see a lot more sunshine, but we increasing cloud cover on Monday. And Collingwood, Toronto, Barrie, across towards Ottawa, the trend looking ahead to Christmas Eve shows us a warm up. We get up to 6 degrees here on Wednesday, and Thursday sees a rain-snow mix. So Christmas looking a little bit slushy for many areas in southern Ontario. For Atlantic Canada and the east, Montreal's -6 to start off the day. Halifax -5. St. John's a very mild 5 degrees. Usually your daytime high is close to about 2, so we're above average. And as of 4 a.m. local time, Fredericton 23 centimeters of snow. Bathurst, wow, killed that at 41 centimeters, and it did remain as rain for Halifax. For today, some scattered flurries overnight in Halifax. St. John's could see some freezing drizzle into the overnight, but our big snow story is on the western shores of Newfoundland, where we could see 25 centimeters into Saturday. So maybe you're headed out to a hot destination, visiting family. You definitely have to check for any flight delays due to the weather. Glad you could join us. I'm meteorologist Nicole Karkic. Across the country today, we've got a lot of rain moving into BC, so give yourself a little extra time if you're traveling to the airport today and towards Atlantic Canada. Mainly it's a snow story for the western shores of Newfoundland, but overall pretty quiet across the country. Now, everyone wants to see that sunshine in Ontario. We're not quite getting it in southern Ontario, but Timmins, Sault Ste. Marie certainly will for today, but by Saturday it will start to clear up in the Greater Toronto region. We've got Kasha Bedurka joining us again on the hills in Collingwood, and I must say, Kasha, I've been really impressed that you haven't been using poles because they're like my safety blanket when I'm skiing.
Bundle up, my friends. One thing I do wish I had right now was the goggles. Check out these snow guns. They're really pumping out a lot of snow. Back to you inside.
All right, so if you're looking for a white Christmas and some fun, well, you can always hit the slopes, and Cash has been doing a great job on the hills. As we look at our snow cover on the ground, anything between this sort of light purple getting into the darker purples, 1 to 30 centimeter spread. So north of Toronto, in through areas like Collingwood, we do have a bit of snow on the ground. Not much, though, for this time of year. You have to head a little farther north into northern Quebec and snow machine, and that's basically the best way to do it if it's going to keep on coming. For the east today, the Gaspé Peninsula will see about 5 centimeters of snow. Halifax, 2 degrees to start the day. Like you did yesterday, it's going to be great to get outside, go skating, see all the Christmas lights out there. And this morning in Winnipeg, you're -7. Lethbridge is around the freezing mark. Could see some flurries today in Winnipeg, but then after that, through the prairies, we're heading into a stretch of some really quiet weather right into the weekend. This morning, Calgary's -5. We have seen some fog around Edmonton, and this afternoon Edmonton could see some rain mixed in with some freezing drizzle. As for Abbotsford and across the lower mainland, it is definitely wet weather for you and stormy right into Saturday. Then it moved to Quebec, parts of Atlantic Canada. Glad you could join us. I'm Nicole Karkic with Jacqueline Whittle here.
Good morning.
And let's look back at some of the pictures on social media, talk about our memories of it, because it was really epic. This is at the airport. You could see someone saying, Pearson waiting to take off. They need to de-ice.
Sure.
But of course, there were cancellations. I mean, people were stuck. There was no power.
For days.
Yeah. We've got, of course, the fun side, people taking some pictures. And also, a lot of people were saying that even though it was quite epic, it was also quite beautiful.
It was.
With the pictures.
I remember that. I live in Ancaster, and it was awful. I mean, some of the oldest trees in our province were taken down. I think 20% of the canopy within the Toronto area was taken down because of this storm. But, you talk a little bit about some of the memories. I remember that week, Chris Scott, and this is a little bit of a pat on the back, I guess, to TWM, but I want to say our chief meteorologist, Chris Scott, did a fantastic job at preparing not only us as a team, but viewers. He was forecasting that. I remember him saying, this could be really bad. I mean, this could be one of those 1998 ice storm. You remember that too?
Oh, totally. I remember Chris, a week ahead almost, just saying people are going to lose power for days.
Sure.
Like he just said he knew
this seriously.
This will be bad. And I was out for dinner with my girlfriends Saturday night as the rain started to fall, and I said, girls, you know what? This is going to be bad. And I was sick to my stomach. They were saying, oh, it's not going to be too bad.
And at
dinner, girl got a call from her husband, we've lost power.
Oh, yeah, and then it just stayed off, right?
Exactly.
I remember Dana Batiste, when we chased in the Tornado Alley in the Plains, on a high-risk day, when the Storm Prediction Center puts out a high risk, there's this feeling in your stomach that, this could be a bad chase day. She said, Jacqueline, do you have that high risk in your stomach feeling? I said, yes, I do. So what an event.
Boy, oh boy. And as we look at today, heading into this weekend, this year in Ontario, it is quiet, thankfully. So you can get the shopping done, not threat for losing power. It's looking pretty good.
And of course, we're going to cover the next storm with Dr. Doug, maybe even a second storm, Boxing Day storm. So we'll talk about that coming up this hour.
Yeah, and we do have in Canada some warnings in place. Fog advisory through parts of the Prairie provinces, heading into Alberta, and Edmonton could see some freezing drizzle this afternoon.
Yeah, lots to talk about coming up on the show, including some ski updates. We have Kasha and Kevin out in the field, and we'll talk about how much snow is on the ground. Some areas would like to see a little more. Nicole?
Exactly. Do you want a white Christmas
I
this
do,
year?
very much, and I don't think I'm going to get it. There's a chance of a few flurries moving through southern Ontario, looks like on the weekend.
Right.
That's about the best hope I have.
Exactly. And as we move west, there is some snow on the ground. Parts of northern Alberta, I think it's going to stick around there, Jacqueline.
I think so too. So welcome in. We'll get you started and get you off on the right foot on this Friday.